I'm sad. I'm sorry. This is so embarrassing. No I cry all the time, by the way. It's like it's no big deal. So he really made me feel loved. And then he flipped like that.
Can't it be said that that's common in a lot of relationships, right? Like, no, you don't think so? You don't think a guy,
No.
You don't think guys in general will tell girls what they want to hear? Once they
these
get what
are
they
the
want,
jokes that I said on my
they kind of
stream.
flip? Go ahead.
Without getting like too deep in all this, because I don't want to trash everybody, okay? When I listen to like the dating advice and everything given by like the red pill community, most of it is like the most like virgin-y incel shit I've ever heard in my life. Like the idea that like one guy can juggle 5 women and they'll feel like more competitive for it is like bullshit. But if you watch Tristan's videos on picking up women and the strategies that he talks about, he is very clearly very experienced at what he does. But it's not like the normal of like you're trying your best when you're like meeting a girl initially. It is like a whole series of like tactics that are like optimized to like take advantage of somebody's like vulnerabilities and to make them feel as special as possible in a short amount of time as possible, while like not really being forthcoming with like your intentions.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you guys, let's just put Tristan Tate aside. There's a whole fucking realm of books and categories from pickup artists that is dedicated to this exact subject.
What's the
so
difference
to basically villainize and whether it's Tristan or Andrew or any one particular guys, like I always say this all the time, guys want women. Girls just want to have fun. Fun costs money, so men need to go make money. And why do men need to go make money? Because men want women. There goes the circle of life. So men are constantly reading books and watching videos in order to improve getting women. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's a difference when it's misleading.
How do you mean misleading?
Yeah.
As in, if I tell you that like you're the most, like if you're fucking a girl in the middle of fucking her, you find out that she's got a body count of 10,000, right? How do you feel?
It's the biggest whore in the world, yeah.
Sure, yeah, and it'd probably be a horror to you, right? Well, if some guy is talking to you in a particular way and you feel like you're a special person, and then you find out he said the same shit to 100 other women in the past month, it's the same feeling, right?
Well, let's remove Brody here because you're 25 now, 24?
I'm almost 25 now.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's an amazing person. This is 4 years ago. She's way better for it. She's beautiful, amazing girl. So let's just move Brody aside.
It's okay. I was involved. There was.
You have experience with
This
this,
is
but
one of the
well, here's what I
difficult-
want to say about this. Then I'll
Yeah.
come to you. Men, the old adage: women fall in love with their ears.
Wait, stop.
Men fall in love with their eyes.
Yeah, don't-
Men
stop the
like
adage. We don't
really
need the
pretty
old
women.
adages, yeah.
What do you mean? That's a
Yeah,
common.
it's like a way to avoid the conversation, right? I
what-
don't care about the old adage. Listen, I do a thing where if I'm really into a person, everybody does this. Every guy does this. Every girl does it.
What I'm
You-
saying
you
is
really
men,
have to do
men lie and women lie. Men lie with their mouth. Women lie visually. You ain't that tall. Your heels. You got heels. You were 5'3", now you're 5'6". Your titties ain't that big. You have a C cup. Now it's a fucking triple D cup.
Yeah, but as a guy, you
get
know they're
fake
wearing
eyelashes,
makeup.
You get
If
face
you really think a woman
extensions,
looks like
you
that,
get
that's
a tummy
your fault.
tuck. You get
Sure. Okay.
like women will lie visually, and men will lie verbally. That whether that's Tate or whoever, that's just human nature.
Do you think any of these 3 women right now aren't wearing makeup?
I think they're all wearing makeup.
would
Okay,
like this
so
person wearing
when you say that, when you say they lie visually, we know that's part of like the social accepted thing. Is that like you're wearing makeup, you're wearing high heels. You can see who's got high heels on, right? It's not like a deception, right? You know what's going on. But when a guy is trying to misrepresent to a girl that there's like he's like reserving himself for a special monogamous relationship and he's got like some plans in the future, but he's only doing that. If you want to talk about adages, we have a name for that. It's called a fuckboy, right? That's exactly what that is. It's not just a way. You don't get women by being a fuckboy. You play women by being a fuckboy, right? If you want to be really romantic in the beginning of a relationship and that kind of falls off because you suck at like maintaining it, that's a fundamentally different thing than I've got like explicit strategies that I use to try to get a woman to fall in love with me so that I can fuck her and get what I want and then ditch her in like
Well,
2
let me
months,
ask you this,
right?
Destiny.
Yeah.
And you're a pretty straightforward guy.
Of course.
Are you trying to tell me you've never used a pickup line? You've never told a girl, hey, by the way, I'm pretty big on Twitch over here. I got my YouTube.
Yeah.
You've never used anything to basically meander your way into a woman's heart just a little? I'm sure you have.
There would be a difference between me going to a girl and be like, hey, I'm big on YouTube and blah, 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 versus like, hey, I'm going to like dump my wife and like live with you. Those are two fundamentally
Well,
different
that's an
things.
extreme, but I hear
no,
what
that's
you're
not an
going. Yeah.
extreme. That is the level of like playing we're talking about, right? If you look at, I can't speak to her situation, but if
Okay.
you look at like the past logs, tons of them between Tristan, Andrew, and the girls they talk to, a lot of it is represented like that. I need you to be loyal to me. I need to make sure that you love me more than anyone else. I need to make sure that you're going to be there for me, and I'll be there for you as much as you want. You're going to be the only girl. Like they talk about these things, and they get
Love
other girls.
bombing, I believe, is
no,
the phrase.
it's not love bombing.
Okay.
It's
hard to
deception
say.
and lying.
It's hard to,
All right, let's let Brody get a
go
word
ahead,
in.
yeah.
it's hard to admit that you've been manipulated when